Hello, my name is Emine Ergene and I'll be talking to you about an article on sleep deprivation and false memories. This study was published in 2013 and it was written by Frenda, Loftus and various other authors. So, the backgrounds and aims of this study were that memories are processed in the brain in a manner that they can change in response to experience. People can recall events and experiences that never happened, and these false memories are held vividly and emotionally and can be held with great confidence, considering they did not occur. And this is shown in Nicholas and Loftus study in 2011. It's important that false memories are investigated to prevent very bad consequences in the legal system, as is evident through eyewitness testimony. Eyewitness testimony is based on memory reconstruction of the crime. A reconstruction can contain false memories as shown by Garrett in 2011 again. One common way to study false memories is by the misinformation procedure. This procedure requires participants to encode some stimuli and later see misleading information about the encoded information, and then they'll do a memory test. Participants frequently integrate the false information with the original data that they were given. Sleep deprivation is believed to influence memories due to its role in slowing reaction time, decreasing working memory capacity, and impairing executive function. So, the aims of this study was to examine the relationship between self-reported sleep sleep duration and false memories, and the influence of 24 hours of total sleep deprivation on susceptibility to false memories. Experiment 1 investigated whether self-reported sleep duration on the night prior to the onset of the experiment was associated with false memories of witnessing a news event and with false memories in a misinformation task. Experiment 2 manipulated sleep deprivation to study its effect on the formation of false memories. The method and the results. Experiment 1. Participants filled out a questionnaire about a plane crash. The questionnaire asked participants whether they had witnessed the video footage of this plane crash that was claimed to have been released on social media and television. The truth is, this video footage does not exist. This plane crash did exist, but it was not reported. The video footage was not taped. It did not exist. Next was the misinformation task. This task includes event encoding, misinformation narrative, and a test. Event encoding presented two sets of a bunch of photographs to participants and were told that they were going to be asked questions about them. Later, 40 minutes later, participants read two passages describing both of the two sets of photographs. 20 minutes following this, participants completed a 3 alternative false choice test of their memory of the two sets of the photographs that they were seeing. Participants' sleep was monitored before the onset of the experiment by a sleep diary by the participants themselves. The findings suggest that restricted sleep is associated to false memory suggestibility. However, sleep was not experimentally manipulated in experiment 1, and because the misinformation procedure was completed following restricted sleep, the study was unable to determine when during the formation of false memory restricted sleep had its influence. Experiment 2. This study was very similar to study 1 except for a few factors. This experiment was designed to measure the effect of 24 hours sleep of total sleep deprivation on susceptibility to false memory. Time of encoding was the other factor that was manipulated. In one condition, all 3 stages of the misinformation procedure were conducted after sleep deprivation. In another condition, individuals encoded the photographs in a rested state, but completed the misinformation and test phases after a period of sleep deprivation. Interpretations and conclusions. Experiment 1 provided evidence that restricted sleep is correlated to increased false memory occurrences. Sleep-restricted individuals were more likely to report that they had witnessed the news event footage that didn't exist. And this was when they were compared to rested participants. Rested participants were those that were not sleep deprived. You would look at it. Experiment 2 provided evidence of sleep-deprived individuals with a greater susceptibility to false memory when compared to rested individuals again. This occurred only when the individuals were sleep-deprived in all 3 stages of the misinformation procedure before they conducted the task. The results show that total sleep deprivation may not be necessary to increase false memory rates. Experiment 1 has shown that a night of restricted sleep was correlated with higher false memory occurrences. This false memory was associated with an event that has long passed. This shows that restricted sleep may disrupt the accuracy of source judgments at retrieval. However, this study has to be replicated in order to determine the accuracy of these results due to this topic being under investigated in the literature. Sleep deprivation may also influence the development of false memories differently depending on the procedure or testing method. In a misinformation procedure, sleep deprivation increased false memory occurrences only when sleep deprived in all 3 stages of the procedure as seen. Memory distortion phenomena are varied and most likely integrated with different processes. This article highlights increased likelihood of false memory occurrences with restricted sleep and sleep deprivation. Thank you.